Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. In today's video update here for Gala, we are trading at 0.04149, 24-hour volume we're down 33%, and market cap we're up 1.90%. So heading over to our immediate short term for 4 hours, we did hold on to the area of support in our last video of 3966 and actually broke through the resistance here at 4080. So we do see, I'm just going to zoom in so it's just a little bit easier to see here. So we do see this gorgeous green candlestick breaking through that resistance level that we did toggle over in our past to see that resistance level, and we did break above it. However, when we take a look at the candlesticks, we can see a very imbalance of this breakout itself. So taking a look at the characteristics of the candlesticks here, we've got a doji candlestick. And again, that does show a lot of indifferences with the buyers and the sellers because the candlestick wick has a long wick at the top and a long wick at the very bottom. So it is going to be dependent on this next candlestick to see where the pressure is and to see if the momentum of this uptrend is going to be very strong. So for example, if I take a look at the current candlestick formation right now, we can see ultimately it is a hammer candlestick at the very top of the peak here, and the body is at the very top, followed by a very long wick at the very bottom here. This does show a lot of strength in the buyers because the activity of the 4 hours is at the very top. So that means that the buyers are trying to push the price as high as they can in the session. That's why it's creating this very small wick or no wick at all. So if this does end in this candlestick, followed after a doji candlestick, the price is going to move to the next level of resistance. So if I'm going to zoom out and take a look at some of our supply and demand with this volume profile, I'm actually going to delete this one and then just kind of do a different fixed range volume profile, picking up the data from here. And then I wanted to extend it all the way here to kind of see all of this data. So we are currently in the outskirts. If you guys can see that, the outskirts of this volume. So it's treated as an area of resistance and an area of support. So knowing that this node at the very top here is that area of resistance coming down to this node, and the bottom of the node is treated as a support. This is the area that we do want to maintain to continue this uptrend that we have. Moving on to the very top part, this is going to be the next area where if the price does move away from the current supply, it is going to seek the next current supply itself. So for example, if we take a look at this candlestick here, or these multiple candlesticks, it moved away from this body, going up into the next one, creating this high swing candle or this high wick at the very top. So essentially, it's going to do the same thing depending on a few factors. So again, the RSI itself. The RSI is at a really good number at 66%. It is still increasing so long as we have the momentum continue to increase. And that's where it comes into our MACD indicator. The histograms have already changed from the red temporarily over to the green, which is a good sign. We are above 0%, which is another good sign. What we are looking for is these two lines separating. So our MACD indicator and our signal line do want to separate in order to have these histograms really big in the strength to penetrate the top of the actual the top of this resistance line from the supply. And if we're able to get that momentum from our MACD indicator, then we are going to see the retest of this resistance line here. What we do see as well is that the Bollinger Bands at the very top here, so the upper band and the lower band, they're squeezing in. So we are going to be anticipating lower volatility. And normally when we see these squeezing in of these Bollinger Bands, a breakout is going to occur. And we already see our 20 moving average, which is this yellow line right here. I'm just going to highlight it, this yellow line right here. We already see 1, 2, and 3 candlesticks closing above it. So we are amping up for that breakout here for Gala, so long again we're able to close with numerous candlesticks above the 20 moving average, and that essentially will give us that breakout to retest the resistance line. That's kind of where I'm seeing Gala is going to go in the next couple of hours or so, is retesting this resistance line, so long as we're getting strength from the MACD indicator to really push and drive that number closer to that resistance line. So that's my video here for Gala. I am really hoping we do retest that, because then we do have a very strong strength in the current uptrend. And if we take a look at the daily time frame, it just opened up here in the MACD indicator and retesting the 0%. So long as we're over the 0%, bam, we're gonna have a really good breakout here. But let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks so much for tuning in, and like and subscribe, but I'll see you next time. Bye.